What do I get for my help?
Franco will let you rot here if you do nothing. If you want to get into the camp, you'll have to lend a hand. You won't get any further here with just words. Besides, but don't think Franco will send you straight into the camp. Just there are people out here and the next one who gets in is me.
Show me how to gut animals.
If you want to learn something about blood flies, and if you want to gut swamp sharks or lizards, you come back.
Let's attack the swamp sharks.
You figured out how to get ahead here. I'm pleased. Psst.
I see. And what do we do now?
They're coming. They've got an appetite for a bite of human flesh. Well, we'll see who gets eaten here. Let's go. The only good swamp shark is a dead swamp shark. That'll be a warning to their brothers.
All right. Is there anything else to do? Otherwise, I'll take off.
Do that. If you want to learn anything else, you know where to find me.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there.
Hey! Let's deal.
That's nothing new. Been there, done that. Don't have to tell me that. I've got no time for things like that.
He was falling down drunk.
Can't rely on that.
You already know that.
Who wants to know?
Nothing there. Nothing to be had 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 there.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
used to say that myself.
Nobody ever asks me. That'll only cause more trouble.
Same old thing all over again.
That'll only cause more trouble.
He really should have known better.
That'll only cause more trouble.
No idea. Tell me.
As if I didn't have
No time for things like that.
About the attack on Esteban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about that business.
I don't know anything.
It would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
nothing's ever gonna change it.
Hey, you!
Same old thing.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have...
I used to
Do
say
you
that
work for Huno?
I wanted to make up a... He said he can't... What else can I do?
Everything else?
I just want to do...
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Hey, you!
It's better to watch out.
I'm staying out.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
There've been all kinds of rumors.
Can't rely on that.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Listen, I don't want anything to do with that business, got it? I have my own worries. I'm a victim myself.
In what way?
I paid a lot of gold for my last delivery, but it never came. Some swine made off with it. I've been robbed, probably by some of our own people.
You should have known.
What sort of delivery?
A packet of lockpicks. Someone was supposed to get them from the pirates for me. But a guy named Juan snatched it away from me, including the gold that I paid for it. That bastard is hiding somewhere in the swamp.
What does he know about duty?
Juan worked for Esteban.
What?
Don't play games with me. You knew about it.
Fine, you're right. But I hope you also realize why I didn't tell you about it. Everyone in the camp knows you work for Esteban. I don't have any desire to get dragged into this business just because you're hot for a red stone.
I'm not really working for Esteban.
So, you want to pull the wool over the old swine's eyes? Then I'll give you some good advice. Keep it to yourself. When it comes to Esteban, trust no one. Not even me. Got it? Now enough about that. We don't want to be overheard.
I have your package.
Indeed. What about Juan?
He's dead.
Good. Then he can't cause me any more trouble. As far as you are concerned, I have a pretty good relationship with Huno. I'll see to it that you get your armor cheap from now on. Also, I'll give you one of my weapons. One hand washes the other. That hasn't changed since back then.
He simply needs to practice.
Those are all just rumors.
There's more, believe me.
Better to watch out when you tell one.
Can't rely on that.
Show me your wares.
He should have known better.
He simply needs to practice more.
Those are all just rumors.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
Do you really think?
You don't have to tell me that.
I need Fisk said you.
Fisk, you say?
Things I could tell you. I used to say that myself.
They all ran like rabbits. I was
Hey, you! Hi.
What you want?
More, believe me.
Do you really think?
About the attack on Esteban.
Yeah?
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
Why do you want to know?
I want to talk to the guy.
So? And what do you want from him?
I have some interesting information for him.
You're in cahoots with the guy who ordered the assassination, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
Good. I'll tell you what I know. When the attack took place, I was trying to get my pickaxe from Huno the smith, but he wasn't there.
And?
Usually he's always there. Very suspicious if you ask me.
About the attack again.
I already told you
Okay. Hey, you! What do you know?
Hey, man.
I wouldn't have done that.
I used to say that myself.
Huno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
Why haven't
But
I
you
heard
work for Huno, so you do know something.
I know nothing. Honest, I have to go now.
about it? You should have known.
Wait a minute. Do you know what Esteban will do to you when he finds out you're covering for Huno?
Man, leave me alone. I don't have anything to do with that business.
That's exactly what I said.
Tell me what you know now, or I'll slam you into the wall, Paul.
You can't rough me up just because you work for the boss.
I can.
Cut the crap.
Paul,
All I know is that Huno has a bone to pick with Esteban.
You should have known.
He's constantly going on at me about that Esteban. That he screwed up. I only listened.
exactly.
Anything possible.
Hey, you! I've heard a few things about you.
So?
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Nothing else.
Now listen, you move your ass out of here before I forget myself.
Hey, you! I've heard a few things about you.
Again?
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Nothing else.
Now listen, you move your ass out of here before I forget myself.
Hey!
You don't have to tell me that.
Nobody ever asks me.
I've got no time for things like that.
You should have known better.
Same old thing all over again.
What do you...
Nothing at all.
Hey! What?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people. The man, but he won't just reveal himself.
Thanks.
Hey, I didn't tell you.
Hey! What?
You'll have to be a bit. Each piece of it.
How much?
10 go.
Emilio.
I don't think he'll bring any flowers to Esteban.
What about...
A good digger. Esteban favors him because of it.
What about Paul?
I don't think he particularly likes Esteban.
What about...
Fisk is Fisk. I don't think...
What the...
As far as I can tell...
What does who...
Ah, that information is...
What do you think of Esteban?
Whoever talks about it.
What's on the menu?
I want to try out a new...
Hammer sauce?
A sauce made from hammer-hard booze. You get the ingredients and distill the booze up on the alchemist's bench.
Okay.
All right.
What?
You bumped off one of Esteban, but he won't just reveal himself.
I knew.
Exact.
Hey, you! What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing at all.
Give me something to drink. I want to become more dexterous. About the attack again.
I already told you.
Okay. What do you...
Hey, man.
About the...
Yeah,
Do you have any idea who was behind it?
sure. Let me tell you, I bet that Emilio is behind this. He always ran to the mine like a crazy man. He dug as much as he could. But since the attack, it's all I bet.
What would Emilio...
What do I know? Maybe he has a pal. Yeah, that.
Do you really think?
Leonard told me a bit about you.
Lenar? That guy's an idiot.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Leonard notices that you're behaving oddly, it won't take long before Esteban finds out too.
Shit. I'll tell you one name. Nothing more.
I'm listening.
Juno. Go to Juno. He must know something about this business.
He was falling down drunk.
Tell me that isn't true.
I've heard a few things about you.
Again? It had better be something important this time.
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh?
And he isn't the only one who suspects you.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Esteban, really? Then prove it. I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from the pirates. I suspect that Esteban captured it in order to sell it to me later at a higher price. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits in the swamp are on his payroll.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk too much.
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business, but the guy you're looking for is called Juan. Anyway, I haven't seen him in the camp for a long time. You'll have to look for him in the swamp.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Good. We'll
I have the steel.
And? Was Juan there too?
He was.
I knew it. That rat Esteban was behind it.
Now, what about our agreement?
The man you want to talk to is waiting for you in the bar. Talk to the barkeeper.
They can't go on with this forever.
Juno sent me.
Looks like you found your man. Go on up to the next floor. Someone's waiting for you.
Hey, you! I want to be stronger.
There is nothing else I can...
So you were behind the attack.
Yes, Esteban is in the way of my business. He won't let any of the bandits who work for me into the mine. He's making sure that everyone works for him, and only for him. That way, he can pocket a percentage of every deal and control the whole camp.
What are you planning?
We'll get Esteban out of the way. That means you will kill him and take his place.
As long as his bodyguards are with him, I don't have a chance.
Then we'll have to get them to leave by telling the truth.
What truth?
You have done your job. You know that I was behind the attack. Tell Esteban, and he'll send his boys to kill me. I'll expect